Hello, hello. Okay, I've created this tutorial so that you will understand how to book your appointment for your Mexican residency. I know a lot of people have been having challenges booking. They don't know where to book, how to book, or the first steps and next steps to booking your appointment, which is the first step. So I'm going to guide you through it and we'll walk through the entire process from start to finish. Okay, so next is how we schedule the actual appointment. What I want you to do is go to your phone and download the WhatsApp app because that is going to be your first step in acquiring your residency. Next, what we'll do is we're going to create a contact for Mexican consulate. So when you go into your contacts, make sure you add the number. Once you add the number, it should automatically show up that yes, this number is in WhatsApp. You're going to save it as Mexican consulate because we're going to use this number to schedule your appointment or to request your appointment. So next, we're going to start the actual request. Open up the WhatsApp app, and then I want you to text the following. I would like to request a consulate appointment. This is going to initiate the request. So once you've done that, the first question you're going to be asked is, what is your home country? You select your home country. If you're from the US, choose the US, which is number one, or you can choose Canada, which is number two. The next step is enter your home zip code. So once you've done that, put all the digits in, you're going to confirm it with a yes or a no. So as we go through this, you're going to see a series of questions, but make sure you confirm it because anything other than what you've put down after you've confirmed it, that is what the system is going to accept. If you make a mistake, you're going to have to start all over again. You don't want to do that. So make sure you just double check your information before you confirm one or two, that's yes or no. Now you're going to select the office, and that is based on your home zip code. Once you put in your zip code, it's going to go through this list and populate the list of the consulate office that is closest to you based on your zip code. And once you put that information in, once again, you're going to select one for yes or two for no. The next step is putting in your personal information. You're going to ask for your first name, and then it's going to ask for your last name. That's the last name on your birth certificate, not your married name. You want to use the name that is on your birth certificate or your maiden name. Okay, so once you've done that, we're going to move on to the next step, and that is to include your maternal surname. Now, this doesn't apply to all of the applicants. Typically, this is in a lot of Latin American countries where you have a first name, your maiden name, your mom's maiden name, and your new last name. So sometimes you can have up to four names. If you have a maternal surname that was given to you through your mom's family, and you will know that, that's where you will put your maternal surname. And if you don't have one, just put zero in the field. Next, we're going to confirm all of the information that you put in. So confirm your name, yes or no, enter the country of birth. That would be number 66 on the list that has been pre-populated once you ask the system certain information. For instance, what is the country of your birth? You're going to go down the list and choose number 66 or Estados Unidos, Estados Unidos, which is in Spanish means the United States. So just make sure that the number is compatible or that it aligns with the name of the country, United States or Estados Unidos. And then select the state and country, and then you're going to move to the next field. The next field is entering your birthday. You want to make sure that you enter it a four-digit year, two-digit month, two-digit day, four-digit year, two-digit month, two-digit date, and then you're going to confirm yes for number one or two for no. Okay, now you're going to enter your contact information. This is the email address where you want the information from the consulate to send to you. Make sure once you receive any confirmations or anything from them, that first email, make sure that you put it into either your contacts in your email address, your email profile, or that you save it, because this is the email address they're going to use to contact you for any consulate information once you approve. Just any communication, you want to make sure that it's not in your junk or spam folder so that they can contact you directly. Okay, step 8, select procedure. You want to choose number 1, which is a visa, because that's why we're here, right? We want a visa. So now we want to determine what type of visa we want. So you want to choose number 1, without permission from the immigration office. If you choose with permission, that is going to delay the process. And because you're being held up, it may start the process all over again. So once you get to this field where it's asking you which procedure you want, the available procedure is normally one visa. You want to choose that and choose the without permission from the immigration office. Okay, now let's go to the next field, which is number 9, the Trimite option. The Trimite options is normally 1 through 6. Make sure you identify number 5, which is temporary resident. Once you choose that, you're going to go to the next field, which is your appointment details. Now, you want to confirm the procedures by saying yes or no. Yes, I want temporary residency, which is in the previous screen, right? Choose yes. Now, once you enter this information, it is going to populate 2 to 3 appointment dates and time. You want to select your appointment date and time. If you choose the field that says none of these options work with my schedule, or can you give me more dates? It may give you 3 more dates, and it may say we don't have anything available. And if it does that, you're going to have to start all over. So this is just my opinion, but you can do what you want with this. Choose the best date that they offer, because sometimes you won't get another appointment right away, or you may have to start the process all over again, or they may delay it for weeks. You just don't know. It really depends. So I would kind of clear my schedule and find, see if you can work with the dates that have been provided, because that is your best chance of getting your appointment within the next few weeks. Okay, so once you've chosen a date, they're going to assign you a folio or a record number. Write it down or screenshot it. Now, some important things to remember, because just because you schedule an appointment, that does not mean that you are going to be issued a temporary visa. So, and if you have a minor with you, the minor must attend with both parents. So, if you've completed a temporary residency for your minor children, you have to be there with them. And the consulate may reserve the right of admission into the consulate. That very rarely happens, but sometimes, for whatever reason, um, they may ask you for paperwork. They may, I'm not sure what questions they might ask you, but they reserve the right to deny admission. Okay, so after all that is done, you're going to receive a confirmation page. A confirmation page with the QR code will be provided. Now, if you screenshot it, you can bring that with you. Sometimes I like things in paper, because even though we're in the digital age, sometimes with these offices, you need some type of physical record. Now, I've heard from other people that they did not take anything. I like to create a file, a physical file, to have all of my paperwork and documents with all the required information and documentation that's going to be required of you the day of your visit. So I usually use a confirmation and put that in front on all of my documents, just so it's just extra insurance that you have everything you need and you don't have to fumble, look through your phone. You may not have internet access. It's digital. So you want to make sure that you have the information right there, accessible, so that you don't have to fumble and try to look for it. Okay, make sure you bring that information with you. Now, here are some other resources, because at this point you're done. The other resources could include the application process, and also the list of things that are required. And you can start the physical application because let me just explain, because we've created and scheduled an appointment, that's the appointment. Now you have to complete an application. You go to this link here and you complete the application, and it'll give you the list of required documents that you have to bring with you, such as the completed visa application form. And you can find that on the link that I sent previously, and I'll drop the link in the description area below. A valid passport with at least 6 months validity. So if you're applying in January, your passport cannot expire before June. So it should have a validity for January, February, March, April, May, and June. Okay, so if it expires in anywhere between January when you apply through June when it expires, it will be null and void. Make sure you have at least 6 months of validity. A recent passport size photograph. You're going to need that photograph because once you are approved on the United States side in the consulate office, they will issue you a kind of like a sticker that you put on, that they will actually put on one of the pages inside your passport, that will have your photo, your temporary residency number, and all the information you need in order to get through immigration once you go to Mexico to complete your paperwork. Okay, and you can go to CVS, you can go to Walgreens, you can go to places like that to get a passport photograph, just like you did for your passport. You'll need proof of financial solvency, such as bank statements. You normally need at least 6 months worth of bank statements from the date that you apply, whether it's your checking account, your savings account, any employment letters, or investment records that basically show and prove your financial solvency to be a resident in the country of Mexico. You'll need a proof of legal residency in your current country, and you'll need to pay the visa fees at the office. And that's also listed on the link that I sent you because it fluctuates. I could give you a number right now, meaning an amount that you'll pay, but because it fluctuates, you can always get the most updated and recent information at the link that I showed you in the previous slide. And then any additional documents specified by the consulate. Normally, all the documentations are listed on the Mexican consulate page. So just make sure that you check it before you, at least a week before your appointment, to make sure that they haven't added any additional requirements. They normally don't, but just check it just to be sure. And that ends my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any further questions, feel free to contact me at reginadillard.com. You can also make an appointment if you want to do a deep dive with regard to your financial statements and any additional document that you may need for your appointment. Thank you.